Output 5 Teaching Rhetoric Online Open Resources Episode Rhetoric, Rhetorical Canons and Rhetorical Analysis. This is an episode related to rhetoric, rhetorical canons and rhetorical analysis. It is part of the activities of Output 5 Teaching Rhetoric Online Open Resources. Project Rhetoric for Innovative Education. Topics in this episode: Rhetoric, Rhetorical Canons and Rhetorical Analysis. We present what kind of skills teachers as readers should acquire in order to be successful in teaching rhetoric online based on the rhetorical analysis. The text is prepared by Dr. Todor Simeonov, a member of the team of the Institute of Rhetoric and Communications.
The teacher is curating the web pedagogical content while going through the 5 steps of rhetoric in the virtual environment. The content could be textual, visual, audio, or a combination of different media, thus aiming at catering for the learning needs of the different students in the class. By acquisition of that knowledge, the teacher is becoming a virtual teacher for knowing how to navigate his students in the virtual environment, and the students are becoming virtual students, not only because they are perceived, from a rhetorical standpoint, as an audience in the virtual environment, but because they inhabit this environment most of the time during the day. The role of the teacher is to guide the proper use of the virtual space in order to let his students develop digital skills and to facilitate knowledge through an environment preferred by his students. The following recommendations for teachers' qualification came out from the analysis of the 5 canons in the virtual classroom. Inventio. Have knowledge and skills for using web browsers in an attempt to find adequate, up-to-date and trustworthy information, to find resources and materials that are to be used in their lessons in the physical and in the virtual environment. Know how to organize, cite and refer the materials they find on the web. Dispositio. Have knowledge and skills for using and organizing virtual learning spaces such as virtual classrooms, blogs and other virtual social platforms for educational purposes. Have knowledge and skills of using different pedagogical methods and genres of the virtual communication such as email, post and chat discussions, assignments, quizzes, pools, etc. Have skills of organizing the pedagogical knowledge and rhetorical potential in texts, audio, video and multimedia formats, multimedia presentations, screencasts, videocasts, and others. Have the ability to arrange adequately arguments, citation and other elements that are typical for the web content, text, pictures, hypertext, hyperlinks, etc. Elocutio. Have knowledge of the rhetorical figures in their classical manifestation in the new forms at visual level, colors, pictures, video and multimedia, in order to create more affluent and impactful pedagogical content for the audience of virtual students. Memoria. Have knowledge of how to use different storage devices, cloud technologies and applications for recording, keeping and sharing virtual learning content. Actio. Pronunciatio, presentatio. Have knowledge of the possibilities for sharing the pedagogical content through different platforms in virtual environment. Have knowledge of how to effectively influence the student audience on verbal, nonverbal and visual level.
You have been listening to the episode Rhetoric, Rhetorical Canons and Rhetorical Analysis. Output 5 Teaching Rhetoric Online Open Resources. Project Rhetoric for Innovative Education.